do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink. A martini, shaken not.
Welcome to episode 14 of Shaken Not Nerd.
That's your favourite age, isn't it?
Wow. Right. I'm your host, Alex the Dudi Dutram, and with me, as always, is my partner in crime, my JD to my Turk.
Your brother.
From another mother.
Damn straight, motherfucker.
Good job, JD.
Yeah.
That's the Ian, the huge, the footlong Johnson.
Yeah. So if you hear any whooshing noises, it's just swinging around.
That's just my penis.
That's just my long john.
Yes. I think I like that analogy. You're the JD to my Turk.
No, because you're not cool or black or interesting in any way, so it doesn't work.
I'm bald. I'm getting married.
You're not bold.
I'm going bald.
Going bald. That just makes you like, what's the...
George Costanza.
No, in Scrubs.
Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is it
You're Ted and I'm Turk. There you go.
You're not Turk.
I'm Turk.
You're not. You're... You're janitor.
Visuals, you can't tell what
you're the janitor.
Yeah, I'll take that. Did you put a penny in there?
I
better not find a penny in there.
Then I'm Dr. Cox.
No, again, Dr. Cox is cool.
Fucking wow. Anyway, yeah, so this week's theme is bromance.
It's
A bromantic climax of all the bromances. The theme of this weekly
Speaking
theme.
of climax.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, what have you been up to this week?
Multiple things. Sad news, I had to put my childhood dog down this week. Bit rough. No pun intended.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a deal. I had my brother's wedding yesterday. I got a bit merry. Good story with that. The nutbush came on. I think at the start of the night. My fiance was a bit merry, and she knocked over a kid running to the dance floor, and she didn't notice. She didn't stop and go, "Oh, sorry." She heard the nutbush. Her hands went, "Yeah!" And she ran, just bowled over a kid.
This is what happens when nutbush comes on. I've been warning people for years.
Kids get
never put the nutbush on.
Then guess what was on after the nutbush?
Children get in your way. Dead.
Guess what was on after the nutbush?
What?
The Macarena.
See?
But they did play Love Shack. I did send you some Snapchats.
You did. You got a couple of good ones.
Yeah. Then, yeah, generic Thriller and Uptown Funk.
Was there alcohol?
Yes.
Remember that time I didn't get invited? What did I tell you? Whenever there's alcohol, always make me your +1. Fuck your fiance.
The tab ran out.
It's bromance week.
I went up to the bar and I'm like, I'll have a side of their bar tabs out. I'll have nothing, thanks.
I'll stay.
It got better. Because I walked up and then went, nah. And then I walked away and saw my dad go up and pull his wallet out and he brought beer and I've just taken my glass off him and walked off.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. So, yeah, it was pretty good night. I had to give a best man speech, which was pretty shaky, but I had 3 beers before I got up. So I was comfortably buzzed.
Liquid courage.
Liquid courage. Comfortably buzzed.
Speech.
I was the only one that wrote anything. But,
Nobody wrote anything.
Yeah, they all just sort of... Ryan, my brother, was playing with his phone. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, my speech is on my phone. And he stood up there and just winged it. I said, what happened to your speech? Oh, my phone didn't work. I'm like, that's why you print your fucking speeches.
Kids these days.
They don't learn.
Would have been funny if he typed it all out in his Nokia. How long did it take you to write that?
Boop, 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 E.
Every time.
You.
Why did I put so many S's in the speech?
Gotta wait
1,
for
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you had to hit 4. You had to hit it 4 times. Wait for them to start flashing and then hit 4 again.
Really regret signing off with shh. My week, I'm just mentally preparing for your departure because you're leaving me at work. And it's really emotionally crippled me. And I don't know if I can go on. No, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. Fuck off.
The good thing is if our current work setup, we're about 5 meters away from each other and we're in direct eye line contact with each other.
Some people say
it's a bad thing. We think it's a great thing. When someone says a cheeky I am, and you just see a raised eyebrow over a partition.
You just see us levitate over, just like, hello.
Yeah, other than that, that's all that's real new going on in our world.
Yeah.
That's about it. Anyway, let's go on to this week's news and current events.
Channel 4 News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning anchor, Ron Burgundy.
Ian, do you want to kick this off? Kick off the news?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Just you, me,
Dupree?
in the backseat of your car, baby.
You know, a line like that is a shot.
Yeah. Speaking of lines,
Whose line?
is it?
Another shot.
All right. First piece of news. For those who love kids' cartoon shows, who never really grew up,
So me.
you.
Yeah.
Young Justice is back, eh? Season 3. The Mexican 3.
The German 3.
Trey.
Three.
What you put cookies on?
That's a shot. Yeah, so that's coming back. I believe they only did 2 seasons of it, and they left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, I think. Then they got cancelled, and they brought out like Teen Titans Go, which was just a giant piece of shit.
I think that's still going, isn't it?
It looks like
It's always on like Saturday mornings, Saturday Disney kind of thing goes on.
I think it's sort of like a if Teen Titans was done by the Powerpuff Girls. So they did that, and now that people are ecstatic that the Young Justice is coming back, people are now going like, cool, we've asked for Young Justice now for probably about a year and a half. Now they want the second series of the Green Lantern. Because apparently season 1 was pretty good, and the reason it was cancelled is because
Green Lantern's really lame.
What?
Oh, snap.
So yeah, they want to have Green Lantern because people were their products weren't selling as well. So like the animated series toys and shit like that, and they got them confused with the movie because the movie shit.
I feel like how bad this movie was has just
It's ruined.
it's ruined like 20 years worth of.
It's like Spawn. Blade.
It's so bad that it's corrupted Green Lantern for 20 years.
I got a tattoo of him on my arm.
Yeah, well,
I'm ruined.
just cut that bit out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Saw style.
yeah, you wouldn't do it.
Would you mean it? Yeah, that's first bit of news.
Yeah, fast bit of news.
Yeah,
You got some news.
I do. Now you love this as much as the next gay young man.
Who told you?
Power Rangers.
Yeah. Meow,
No,
boing.
we met. I think it was Darren at Darren TP at AMC, who's also very excited for the Power Rangers movie, and they released I think it's a Megazord. Is it Megazord?
Megazord?
Megazord? I don't know.
I can't
I heard
remember.
Zord, and I'm like, no, wait, Zord are the animal things. That was an anime. And there was the Liger. Anyway, isn't it like 5 different robots come together to make one giant robot?
Yeah.
Essentially, they revealed what that looks like.
Hence, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They morph into robots.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. And you don't know Ivan Ooze.
No, I don't remember him. I only remember that other bitch.
You remember the other bitch. You don't remember Ivan Ooze.
No,
Ivan Ooze.
I don't remember the shit ones.
Okay. Essentially,
Pretty sure she was the first villain, and that's why everyone remembers her.
they revealed what it looked like, at least in relation to the toy lines, because toy lines actually reveal a lot for movies sometimes. It looks awful. It looks like a Transformer.
Yeah, they always look like a Transformer.
No, they look like a Michael Bay Transformer.
Yeah.
It looked awful. Like Megatron in the first
A lot
movie.
of people like the Transformers movies.
Megatron in the first movie.
A lot of people like the old Transformers first movie.
The old.
The old?
Yeah, the
God.
1986 one is fucking awesome.
Alright. We're not getting into that debate.
No. Yeah, so it looks like Megatron in the first 2 or 3 films, so it's all like Cybertronian. Doesn't fucking look cool.
I don't have a problem with the way that the Transformers look in the movies. I think it's just the movies themselves that are shit. So, if it looks like that... I mean, I don't see another way they could have done it. You can't make them look like cardboard boxes.
You should have.
Like they did in the fucking TV show.
Yeah, you should have. That would have been awesome. Make
No.
it Voltron.
Thank God you don't make movies.
I'd make great movies.
Yeah, cardboard box.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin Homeless Rangers.
It's Refrigerator Man. Oh, his sidekick, Dishwasher.
And the woman that throws stray cats.
Nice.
Yeah, thought you'd like that.
The stray cat woman is played by Macaulay Culkin.
You, with his power of puke-smelling shirt.
Anyway, go on to your next piece of news.
Yes, my next piece of news, Mass Effect Andromeda cinematic trailer was released.
I didn't watch this. I'm
Why
sorry.
not?
I don't
You
know.
did like the Mass Effect games, didn't you?
I didn't like number 1. I found it was boring. Number 2 was really good. I finished that twice. And number 3, I just got confused and lost.
Number 3, I never played it. Number 2, I did.
I think you pinched my number 2.
Yeah, I think I did. Which was good. And I think one of the reasons I'm actually looking forward to this game is because there's going to be really good graphics. Now that we have the capabilities...
It looks pretty. It'll play like shit.
Mass Effect's always been like that, though, let's be honest here.
Number 2 was pretty
Mass
good.
Effect has always been a game that is cooler than it actually plays. The fact that you can walk around a ship and go to different worlds and explore these cool
that was
aliens and just be a fucking...
I can't remember.
I don't know what you want to call them, but
It's
space guys.
Space Guys.
Space guys. That's the
I
coolest
can't
thing
remember the
about
story
it.
of it.
And now that we have, well, yeah, me either. But this one isn't really that related to the 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's a whole new. It's not Shepard. I don't
Commander
believe.
Shepard.
Yeah, it's a whole new ship, a whole new character, a whole new storyline, essentially.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's about these people that go into a wormhole. I could be wrong. Don't hate on me, but it's a whole new thing, a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Don't you dare touch my ass. What?
Right. Okay, we're going to go that far.
But yes, the cinematic trailer looked really cool.
Do you reckon you'll be buying it?
If it gets a good review. I'll wait and see. At the moment, cinematic trailers can make anything look good.
Yes, but you've also been most recently buying games and then they've been getting a high review and then you're not liking them.
Yes, that's true.
Titanfall. You loved the first one.
Yep.
And the second one's it seems very commercialized.
It's too codded. It's been codded, guys.
I'm still on Battlefront and I finished Dragon Ball Xenoverse. That's what I did.
There you go.
That was pretty good. That was actually pretty fun.
How do you kill that which has no life?
And now I'm watching Dragon Ball again.
Again.
Oh, I'm finishing where I left off. Anyway, back to the news. Michael Keaton is actually now officially confirmed as the Vulture for Spider-Man Homecoming.
I did see this, and I had a side-by-side picture of him and the cartoon
Of the Vulture.
1960s, 70s, maybe?
Yeah.
Vulture? Yeah.
Could work.
He has the nose.
I think what got him the role was he on like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel where he was wanting to get, I think it was at a dry cleaners or something, wanting to pick up his suit, and the dry cleaner wasn't paying attention when he was watching the scene from Spider-Man 2 when Gwen Stacy dies. And Michael Keaton's like, Batman would have caught her. Batman's a real superhero.
Oh, yeah.
And then like Andrew Garfield's character's crying and he goes, pussy. So I think that might have been like, alright, well then, go on then.
Maybe, but yeah, I think it was probably also because of that other movie that he did,
Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that probably linked a lot of people's minds, and
I didn't see that. I'm still yet to see that. So I've heard good things.
I haven't seen it either.
No.
Don't hate us.
But yeah, so it seems that DC have stolen Spider-Man actors and Spider-Man has stolen DC actors.
Speaking of Andrew Garfield as well, while we're on that, last night I went and
What's
saw...
the furry Garfield up to?
Lasagna. So, last night I went and saw Mel Gibson's new movie, Hacksaw Ridge, starring Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
World War II movie about a...
Is he still with the
Emma Stone?
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay. All right.
What do I look like? Entertainment Weekly?
In those Ugg boots, yeah.
You just ruined the illusion. This is the reason why I did a podcast and not a video. I'm allowed to sit here in whatever I want. As long as you don't mention the fact I'm not wearing any pants.
He's not wearing pants, guys.
Told you you'd hear it. Or was that the first time?
Yeah. Go on.
Anyway,
Andrew
yes,
Garfield.
Hacksaw Ridge was really good. I went and saw it with my partner. She reckons it's the best movie of the year. Very hard to dispute that. Very, very good movie. Highly recommend it. Not something we're really going to be reviewing because it doesn't really fit in with our...
He directed it. He didn't star in it, did he?
No.
Okay.
He directed it. Just like Passion of the Christ and
Apocalypto?
Braveheart. I think Apocalypto.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I remember eating a whole batch of brownies and watching that film when I was 10. 10? Around that age.
Real brownies.
Actual real brownies, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fat fuck. I'm a relapsed fat fuck. Tom Holland has signed on for 6 films as Spider-Man.
That's a lot of films.
So probably 3 Spider-Man films and probably maybe like 3 cameos. So probably like the Infinity War or whatever like
true.
that. So it's not technically a lot of
What's
films.
coming up recently? You got Infinity War.
The next one coming up is Thor.
He won't be in
He
that.
won't be in that. He'll probably be in... depending on where they are, they might have him like as a CG spin pass, but it won't be him.
In what?
In Thor. Because I think they're in New York, because they go to Bleecker Street for Doctor Strange.
True.
So...
Maybe.
Could be like Thor's come back and like, what the fuck's happened? There's a guy swinging around, there's magicians, there's this, that, and he's been gone for...
Possible. If it is in New York, then
Maybe.
possible, yeah, you could see him swing by, but I don't know, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Do you reckon he might appear in The Defenders?
Isn't this Defenders actually going to be a movie, or is it going to be a...
It's a Netflix series.
Yeah. So
but do you reckon...
I don't reckon they will. I don't reckon they'll put him into a TV series, no.
Then it'll probably just be standalone Spider-Man films and he appears in an Iron Man film or he appears in another Captain film as well as Avengers.
Yeah, I suspect they probably just said 6 just in case.
Well, I think the actor who plays the Winter Soldier was signed on for like 12 or 13 films.
Exactly. It's just going to cover their ass just in case.
Yeah, well, we all know the story of what happens to the Winter Soldier and all that sort of stuff, or a lot of us do. Yes.
Spoilers.
Yes, your next piece, if you have a next piece.
I do. You've probably seen it from our Facebook page as well as majority of the news I've been saying. Poster has been revealed for the new Kong Skull Island movie. So heaps of people are going to be in this movie, some big name people. But yeah, so we actually get...
Loki's going to be in it, isn't he?
Yes, he's
Tom
playing...
Hiddleston.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston's in it, Samuel Jackson's in it.
Jackson's in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, some big names in this.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, but we've got our first look of what Kong's actually going to look like in a poster.
I'm a little... Yeah, I showed the picture to you, actually, and I'm actually not a fan.
I don't mind it. The problem I see is the poster itself isn't an actual screen grab from a movie. It's kind of hard to kind of pinpoint
Like
the way it looks, but it's like an art poster kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like designer art or concept art.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like
I think
official,
that's the way to go.
what he looks like, yeah.
Well, we know that it's going to be the biggest
Kong.
Kong ever.
He has to take on Godzilla at some point, doesn't he?
And Godzilla's, put it this way, Godzilla's bigger than a building, and Kong is...
Generically, climbs buildings.
Yeah, so even if he's going to be the biggest one yet, half the size of a tower. So I think that's why in this poster you're seeing a skinnier Kong, because he's going to be a lot more agile.
Got quicker.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people also complained that Godzilla was too fat. They called him Fatzilla.
Really? I didn't think he was too fat. But
You'd love that film.
like, every Godzilla incarnation ever has always had, like, a pot belly.
Except for Matthew Broderick's one.
Which wasn't Godzilla, it was just a giant dinosaur.
It was the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
With longer arms.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, I think this is why it looks less like a gorilla and more like a monkey, just because he's a lot skinnier.
Yes,
because
for those of you who hadn't seen it, he just looks like
Yeah.
a monkey.
If you're going to have, and we all know this is what they're setting it up for, Godzilla versus King Kong, you got to realize that you've got to even the playing field a bit.
Yeah.
So, Godzilla fucking breathes fire. Awesome. And he's huge. So you need to even that out.
And
that's
King
why...
Kong shoots bees out of his hands, like in Bioshock. Here's the bee!
Bees! Take them.
Godzilla's all the bees! Godzilla
Yeah.
will be
So
voiced
I
by
think
Nicolas
you'll
Cage.
I think you'll see King Kong jumping around buildings, just like being super agile,
I wonder what city they're going to
jumping,
do it in.
dodging, and punching a lot.
Duck, dodge, dip, dive, and...
He's going to be like half the size of him, so you're going to see him being a lot quicker.
What city do you reckon they'll put them in? Do you reckon they'll go cliche New York? So
I
then
have
you
no
can
idea
have
how they're going to do it.
Kong jumps off the Empire State Building to land on Godzilla or something.
Was it in New York or was it LA that Godzilla was set in?
Godzilla, I think. Vegas was one of them, because it comes out of a...
He did move, but like in the final fight where he like...
One of them's Hawaii, one of them's Vegas.
The final
It could be LA. I think he walks from...
He goes through a bridge, though, which makes me... I don't know. Either way, we don't know Mary.
Oh, that's San Francisco.
Is
That's
it?
Golden Gate Bridge.
Was it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, Yeah, because
No idea.
Godzilla comes from the ocean, and one of the evil, whatever the fuck the things were called, comes from Nevada, comes from Area 51.
Oh, yeah.
And it walks in, he swims there.
Well, could be anyway.
I remember.
I hope it's not in America, to be honest with you.
Yeah, go somewhere else. Go Japan
Japan would be cool.
for Godzilla. Be fun.
That would be really cool.
I should make movies. Like you said.
It's whether or not Japan is going to sign off on a US Godzilla movie.
What about Hong Kong? That'd be a cool city because then you got
Hong
both
Kong
sides of
would
the
be
bay.
cool, but I think Hong Kong was in Godzilla? No?
No,
Am I wrong?
no, that was Hawaii. Hawaii, you had Japan at the start, then you had Hawaii. So, it's an idea.
You're really good at burping and ruining these podcasts, aren't you, you sick fuck?
Yeah.
You're lucky this is Bromance Week, so I have to pretend to love you.
Yeah, you don't have to pretend, baby.
Speaking of great apes, your turn.
Thanks. Fox already has plans for Deadpool 3. Yep, they don't have a director for Deadpool 2, and apparently they start production in January.
Interesting choice.
Do you reckon...
you know what? That means they obviously think the script's good.
Yeah, well, that's a bonus. But do you reckon this would also be a film that... I don't know if Ryan Reynolds has done it, but Ben Affleck is acting and directing his own Batman film. Do you reckon Ryan Reynolds could direct his own Deadpool film?
Interesting. It would be very interesting to see him do it.
Less of a paycheck.
Yeah. It's always hard to say whether or not
I don't
an
think he's
actor
done it
can do it exactly when they haven't done it before. Just depends on how well and interested and involved they have been in that process in other movies that they've been in. He's been around for a while now, so he's definitely knows the ropes.
Could be capable.
So whether or not exactly like
They could have Brett Ratner from X-Men 3 or Bryan Singer.
could be anyone.
Your next piece?
Yes, my next piece, my final piece I've got here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have more.
Yeah, I know you do.
Okay.
Another thing from our Facebook page.
Yes.
There you go. Now we're equal in verbs. Slenderman Documentary on HBO.
Slenderman, isn't that the video game?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So there's a documentary that HBO's putting together about it. It's called Beware the Slenderman.
Okay.
So Slenderman doesn't actually exist.
Okay, thank
But
you.
what is it about? It's about
Conan O'Brien says he's a guy who steals chestnuts.
It's about Conan O'Brien. No, I'm just kidding. What it's about is Slenderman has influenced some people in real life and been the cause of actual murders.
Really?
Yes. So that's what it's about. It's about the influence of Slenderman resulting in the murder of such people.
That's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
So,
And if you watch the trailer that I put on our Facebook page, which you probably didn't because you're,
I had
you're
a
a
wedding.
terrible podcast.
I had a wedding.
I didn't put it up yesterday.
I had a wedding. All week.
All week.
All week. Big
Yeah.
party, guys.
Pretty creepy looking. It's pretty creepy looking.
So, how do you know anything in relation to how the murders are done? Because Slenderman
I believe it was
grabs them.
children.
So they killed kids.
No, the kids that actually killed people.
Oh, kids killed people.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's happening in America, so forgive us.
Anything's possible. Speaking of America, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's all we got for Frank Underwood for president.
Frank Underwood.
Yeah. Anyway, there is a new international trailer for Rogue One. I don't know if you saw it or not. Essentially, it's the first trailer and the second trailer put together, so it's a bit of a longer trailer. And it's just got some extended scenes and a little bit more Darth Vader. That's really it.
Yeah, I think this was the Chinese one, though, yeah.
That's all that is. The Wii U, sadly, is no longer in production. They're ceasing production of the Wii U, officially.
Well, the fact that they're ceasing it now means that...
They're really ramping up for that Switch.
Yeah, which means the Switch could, the date, the month, I think they put up the month, but they didn't put the actual date, so...
March, I think.
Yeah, so I'm, leaning towards the fact that it will be very early March if they're ceasing production of the Wii U now, and you've got Christmas between now and then, which is a bit weird in my opinion, but...
And the last piece of news, and I just remember this because as you can see it's written in green, that the contracts for Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, and Jennifer Lawrence are up for the X-Men franchise, as well as Hugh Jackman is departing after Logan. There are rumours going around that they're looking at doing another reboot of the X-Men franchise.
Another reboot.
So a whole new... The timeline's originally fucked now, so you can technically do whatever you want. But doing a proper reboot. What do you think of that?
No.
No?
It's way too soon to be doing another reboot, in my mind.
I'd like to see at least, because you did 60s for First Class,
Yeah.
70s for Days of Future Past, and 80s for Apocalypse. I want to see a 90s.
Well, the very first X-Men movie came out 99? 2000, yeah.
2000. But a lot of the X-Men fans and the X-Men community were really, really happy with the very end of Apocalypse, where they all had their costumes, the yellow and blue costumes, and Cyclops had his proper visor and everything.
The movie itself was pretty mediocre, though.
It had its hits and misses.
Yeah.
Bit of both.
A lot more misses than hits.
Yeah. There was a meme I saw just after the movie was released, and it was Psylocke talking to Apocalypse, going, we will, branch forward and make this world a better one. And you can see Apocalypse with all of his horsemen, and Psylocke goes, "May I have a new costume?" And it's just like a shot of her ass, and he goes, "You may not, my child." It's just a really seedy photo of like Oscar Isaacs in the Apocalypse costume, like checking her out, going, "You may not, my child." Because everyone's in body armor and she's just in vacuum sealed.
But they didn't complain about that. No, they complained about Mystique getting choked.
Oh, yeah, they did complain about that, actually.
Yeah.
They complained about Psylocke's costume compared to, say, Storm.
What was Storm wearing? I can't remember now.
She was wearing, like, a black body armor, chest piece, and
Can't remember.
robes.
Look, the movie itself was a bit meh.
It was okay.
Either way, I don't think they should be doing a reboot. It's weird.
Yes, I don't want Hugh Jackman to leave us.
Eventually, there's going to probably have to be another Wolverine. But I don't see... I can't
If you just
think of an actor.
If you keep Hugh Jackman's shirt on and tell him he doesn't need to get fucking ripped, just a basic muscle like he did in the very first X-Men film, he'd be fine with it. But it's like, hey, we want to see veins popping out of the side of your temples.
They never told him to do that, though. That was his decision to do that.
We don't know that.
He said that he was the one that wanted.
Did he?
I think he's just
Are you
overdoing it.
like?
Do you know how old he looks now? He looks old.
You know what? Speaking of
Looks
Hugh
like
Jackman,
old man Logan.
Ooh. Speaking of Hugh Jackman, guess who I met last night? His wedding photographer.
Really? Yeah. Wow, you're basically a celebrity now.
Yeah, he's just really nice.
I've never heard anyone say opposite, but alright.
There you go, I know, right? Anyway, so we're going to move on. We haven't done this segment in quite some time.
Many a week.
Maybe a week.
Many a week.
No, couple of weeks.
It's been a while.
A while.
A while.
It's essentially back a couple of weeks ago. We had answered the age-old question of what Meatloaf wouldn't do for love.
And there were so many things he wouldn't do for love.
Open house kiss. Rosie O'Donnell was one of them. Yours was a prenup.
Do another
AFL Grand Final.
Yes, but keeping with this week's theme, the theme
of this week, this weekly theme,
There
this
we go.
theme, this week,
Yeah.
this theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love it.
Bromance. It's going to be a little bit romantic themed.
A romantic climax.
We're going to be doing this segment,
Go on.
answering another age-old question.
Yes.
What does love have to do with it, Dutram?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Good song.
Yeah.
Good song.
And to really feel the bromance week, we're going to look into each other's eyes and hold hands for each tit for tat that we do. Give me a hand.
This is going to be really hard.
Give me a hand. I
You're
hope
not-
you moisturize and not natural.
This is really hard because he's wearing Ugg boots and no pants, so I don't really want to hold his hand.
That's not my hand. And let's jump into it.
What's love got to do with it?
So,
Alright, get a hold my hand.
Go
on.
Yeah. Okay.
What's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it? Finding your missing wife after losing her again after she's taken by the locust. That's what love's got to do with it.
Alright, Dom.
Yeah. See, you got my reference. Good
I
job.
got it, yeah.
you looked at it.
We know each other.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sweaty and clammy. Alright, Tina, kick us off.
What's love got to do with it?
Said the prostitute to the priest.
What? I need my phone for my next one because I couldn't write down the whole thing because it's too much to write. But
What's What's love got to do with it?
Using a particular set of skills that you have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make you a nightmare to people like you. I've lost where I'm up.
This is going really well.
If you let my daughter go, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Yeah.
That's all love has to do with it.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah. Nice little wrap up there. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes.
Give me a hand.
So warm.
Yeah, I keep them in my pants.
You're not wearing. It is shit, Austin.
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
Absolutely nothing, but don't tell her that.
Nice.
Thank God my partner doesn't listen to these podcasts.
Thank God she's not walked in while we're sitting here looking at each other.
Staring into each other's eyes.
Okay.
I looked at her at the windows of her soul.
And I said,
I
bitch. Alright, this one doesn't really work, but I wrote it down to fill space.
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
Everything. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. That's all love has to do with it.
Thank God Yoda's already down there. Alright, ready?
Yes.
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
I said to the gay marriage protesters, have it. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. This is a pro-gay one. Yeah.
Bromance.
Yeah, bromance.
Alright. My second last one.
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
Turning into Prince Ali, mighty as he, Ali Ababa.
Are you just chucking quotes in from movies for the sake of it?
My last o's my favourite.
Alright, yeah. Alright.
I need to get my phone for my last
My
one.
second last one.
Oh, what's love got to do with it?
Said Activision as they kept making COD games. What does love have to do with it?
Apparently nothing.
Just money. Those motherfucking fuckers.
This is my last one, and this actually worked perfectly because you gave me the idea for it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it?
What is love? Is it the longing on our hearts for togetherness? Is it not the sweetest flower? Does this not flower of love have a fragrant aroma of fine, fine diamonds? Does not the wind love the dirt? Is not the love unlike the unlike? It is not too unlike too. Are you with someone tonight? Do not question your love. Take your lover by the hand. Give me a head. Release the power within yourself. You heard me. Release the power. You're not reading it off my glasses, are you?
No, I just want to look into your eyes.
You heard me. Release the power. Tame the wild cosmos with a whisper. Conquer heaven with one intimate caress. That's right. Don't be shy. Whip out everything you've got and do it in the butt.
Bye.
By Leon Phelps. How good is that?
Wow.
That is
It's
the ladies' man.
Love is a circle. It don't have corners.
Is that what your last one is?
No.
I was going to say that would be good. What's love got to do with it? It's a circle.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For our last one of the segment, and for Bromance Week, you're going to sing it with me?
Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it?
I said to Dudi when I gave him back the lube and said bend over. And that's what love's got to do with it. Thanks, Tina Turner, for making things incredibly awkward and gay.
If you have a song suggestion for us to finally answer a question that has been sitting around for quite some time.
I've just got to go sterilize my hand.
Yeah. That's why I'm drinking lemonade. It's like, it's Coke, fizzy drink, Fanta, fizzy drink, lemonade. Scientifically proven to help fight colds.
I'm just going to go put my hand in some battery acid.
And do it in the butt. By Leon Phelps. Fuck, I love that movie. That's it. That's our question this week. This theme this week, this weekly theme, the theme of this week. Anyway, this week, for this theme,
Our Bromance Week.
our Bromance Week,
Out of all the weeks to bro and to mance.
Egan found something very interesting. He wanted to do a poll, but rather Twitter poll. He found one where he can make as many candidates as he wants.
Yeah.
So we put together a list. Thank you to all those who voted, shared, liked, and even made their hardest decisions of their life, choosing between one love or another.
How many votes did we have?
I believe it was 31 votes.
31 votes. Thank you.
All 31 of you. Especially those of you who
Boy, do we feel special.
loved
I feel
a sweet caress of the inner thigh.
that thigh gap.
That tart milk.
That cream.
Anyway, so we are going to get... We've got a list. We're going to go through the top 10, and we've got some honourable mentions.
Yeah.
Nothing really gay about it. No, not that anything wrong with being gay. Oh, man, shouldn't be ashamed or hide it. I love you in the most heterosexual way.
So, coming in at number 10 on our top romances of all time.
Number 10, we have...
Holy rusted metal, Batman!
Huh?
The ground, it's all metal, it's full of holes, you know? Holy!
Oh, the original dynamic duo of Batman and Robin. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. I'll think of some sound effects, but I'll keep that in there for you.
Thanks.
So, Batman and Robin. You don't have a dog. What? Where's the barking coming from?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Horrible game. Yes,
Yeah.
Batman and Robin, famously known for their...
Campiness.
Yes, I was going to say Joel Schumacher's
Bat
Batman
nipples.
and Robin film. No! He turns the power off to the Robin bike and he can't make a jump. Rubber lips immune to your charm. God, that was an awful movie.
Get in my bat cave.
I think there was a scene in that film where you see the back of George Clooney with the cape up, and you can actually see, like, it's not a full suit, it's just, like, a black
front.
t-shirt in the back.
Ew.
Yes.
Quality, that's what that movie was.
But we might get a new Robin with the whole...
We
yeah.
might. It's only been 20 years.
Yeah, nearly. Or if not, already has. So...
It was as bad as Green Lantern, and that's why we had to wait so long.
Yes. Shut up. You can do number 9.
Coming in at number 9, numero 9.
Numero.
You knew William Turner.
Oh, Bootstrap Bill. We knew him. Never sat well with Bootstrap what we did to Jack Sparrow. The mutiny and all. He said it wasn't right with the code. That's why he sent off a piece of the treasure to you, as it were. He said we deserve to be cursed. And remain cursed.
Stupid blighter.
Good man. But as you can imagine, that didn't sit too well with the captain.
That didn't sit too well with the captain at all. Tell him what Barbosa did.
I'm telling a story!
Pintail and Righetti from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, for those of you who don't know these two, and a lot of you probably don't,
won't from their names.
they are the tall, skinny pirate with the wooden eye. Oh, he has an eye patch in the third film at the very end. And the short, little, fat one with no hair. And he's got the long ball on top, but long hair on the sides.
Yeah, and he's got a beard. Yeah.
When we get rich, we'll get you an eye that's made out of glass. This one's split into something terrible. Stop scratching it.
Yeah, put the audio clip in.
Yeah, I'm going to put the audio clip in.
Yeah.
But they were in the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean film. First one, they were part of Barbossa's crew. Hello, Poppy.
I wonder if they'll be returning for 4.
Well, there already is 4, and they're not in number 4.
The real number 4. Because Stranger Tides wasn't good.
Well, I think what happened was the Black Pearl was taken by, what's his name?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. And it was put in a bottle, wasn't it?
I think so.
Was it put in a bottle? And his crew were kept in the bottle as well. So I think if that's the last time we saw Jack and the Black Pearl was he had the bottle and he said, I know how to get it out. And his crew members were actually on the ship. Because the monkey was in there and he was looking in the monkey swings in front.
Yeah.
So they could be on the ship. They weren't in the fourth one, but they could be on the ship. I might watch that one again.
It wasn't good.
You made me buy it for you.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yes. Coming in at number 8.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The moon.
Divine. Had ourselves a little late night snack, did we?
It was on your bed, the box. I just thought I'd try one.
Or 20.
I can't stop thinking about her, Harry.
Honestly, I reckon she was starting to annoy you.
She could never annoy me. I think I love her.
Well, brilliant.
Do you think she knows I exist?
I bloody well hope so. She's been snogging you for 3 months.
Snogging? Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Romilda, of course. Romilda Vane.
Okay, very funny. What's that for?
It's no joke. I'm in love with her.
All right, fine. You're in love with her. Have you ever actually met her?
No. Can you introduce me?
Guy love, it helps. Coming in at number 8, we have Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. How dare you steal that car?
Why couldn't it be followed to butterflies?
It sounded nothing like Ron Weasley.
No, it didn't.
Awful.
Go on.
Okay.
Do a better one.
No.
Yeah. It's not
Bloody hell.
That's alright.
Yeah. So proud of that edit. Anyway, so we have Harry and Ron. First time they meet, I think it's the train station when they're trying to run through the wall.
Yes.
Motherfucking ghosts run through walls. Yeah, that's the first time they meet, and then he's got his pet Scabbers.
Scabbers.
Yes. Famous duo, but I think what I didn't like was that they started off as like best mates, and then as the films kept going, it's like, yeah, Ron's...
They started to drift apart because Ron started to get whipped.
Ron noticed girls.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Harry kind of
did as well.
Banged his sister. That'll bring a rift between any man.
Yeah. Yeah, so that comes in at our number 8. I should have probably...
You should have.
Yeah.
I told you to, but you didn't listen.
No. Go on. You're next.
Coming in at number 7.
Then let us be rid of it. Once and for all. Come on, Mr. Frodo. I can't carry it for you. But I can carry you.
Numero 7.
Fuck's sake.
Frodo and Sam. Arguably the gayest on the list.
Yeah. There was a my brother's best mate at his wedding actually gave me a really good theory to bring up as well. That the main character of The Lord of the Rings is Sam. Because Sam is always doing all the hard sort of work. Like, he carries Frodo. He saves the ring. That's all I can really think of right now.
He never carried the ring, no.
He did.
He took it for he refused it pretty much the entire time. Because he was like, no.
It might burn to carry. But that's one of the theories my brother's mate said, is that Sam is actually one of the main character. And Frodo's the side character, because Sam does a lot of the main work. And we follow Sam, in some instances, more than Frodo.
I disagree, but sure. It's a theory. It's a theory.
Like how Boba Fett is Snoke.
I don't know if it's a theory. It's more of an opinion.
Yeah.
Than a theory. Because it's not really theorizing anything.
I fully went into it, but I had a couple of drinks last night.
But I was drunk.
I was.
Yeah, I mean, they had a special relationship. We never know what they did.
Those cold nights on top of the mountain.
Gotta stay warm somehow.
Yes. They boiled it, they mashed it, they stuck it in a stew.
Yeah.
Yes. So coming in at number 6.
James T. Kirk. Excuse me? How did you find me?
How did you know my name?
I have been and always shall be your friend.
Is Kirk and Spock from Star Trek.
Live long and prosper.
Captain
Kirk.
It's James T. Kirk. And what's Spock, isn't it? Or does Spock have a proper name? I don't know. I'm not a... We've said this. Episode 0. I'm not a big Star Trek fan. Does he have a first name?
Yes.
Frederick Spock.
You'll know it when you hear it. Prepare yourself. Because I'm just drawing a
Venn diagram.
slight blank.
What is Spock's first name?
His name?
M. Spock. Mr. Spock.
No. Give me a second. So he's half Vulcan.
Half human.
He's
His mother is Winona Ryder.
Mr. Spock, sometimes referred to as Spock, son of Sarek, is a fictional character. And I think it's Benjamin Spock.
Really?
No, that's somebody else. I was going to say, because that just sounds stupid. Wow, I have no idea what his first name is.
I don't think he has a first name then. He must be like Prince or Shaq or...
Dr. Spock, but what is your first name? God, people are really going to hate us. You better edit some of this out.
Some, not all. Yes, that comes in at number 6. So, Commander Spock, that's what he comes up on IMDb. His first name's Commander.
Oh, there's no way we're going to say... Spock's full name is...
Oh, fuck,
S apostrophe CHN T apostrophe GAI. Spock.
You probably got that right. So they come in at our number 6. Now, I've only seen the more recently released films with Chris Pine, but I kind of like their relationship. I sort of at the start, I think it's the first one, Spock and Kirk hate each other, and then they sort of love each other.
Yeah, because they're very different personalities, so it takes a while for them to kind of click as well. Obviously, being half Vulcan, Spock is very calculated.
Yeah.
Thanks. Very direct.
Yes.
Doesn't beat around the bush.
No.
It's very on the line. There is no blurred line. There's no grey. It's black and it's white.
Or blue in his instance.
Why?
Because he wears the blue shirt. That's why. Anyway, moving on to number 5. I haven't seen this film, so you can do that one.
Yes. Maverick and Goose. People who have seen Top Gun will know these. Amazing characters. Tom Cruise, famous role. Maverick and Goose are both fighter jet pilots.
Jet fighter pilots.
Fighter jet pilots.
Okie dokie.
They have a very, very cool, just bromance to the max relationship.
To the danger zone?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty much, you could say they get on a highway to get to the danger zone.
Get out of your own house.
And nothing says bromance like playing topless beach volleyball. Yeah.
I don't want to watch this. This does not sound like a good movie.
It's actually a really cool movie. When it's like the fighter pilot stuff.
When you don't...
It's got some romance stuff with Tom Cruise and some bitch, but like their relationship is really cool and...
Doesn't one of them die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Tom Cruise.
No. Name a film that Tom Cruise dies in.
Sure. You didn't say it to tell you right now. No idea.
It's fucking hard. Yeah, you can't think of it.
Mission Impossible 3 and he gets brought back to life.
Does he?
I think so.
I can't think of a film where Tom Cruise dies.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Oh, yeah, underwater.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What's the new... Yeah.
Ghost Protocol. Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation.
Yeah, he's underwater.
Yeah.
And he dies and the chick resuscitates him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Sure it does.
So, coming in at number 4, your favourite, actually.
Lie down with me, Watson. Why? I insist. You... What are we doing down here? We are waiting. I am smoking.
It is Sherlock and Watson.
Yeah.
The Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law.
Any incarnation.
Okay.
We'll just say any incarnation. Because even in the books, they have a really cool relationship.
I think there's a TV show with Lucy Liu, and Lucy Liu plays Watson.
Mm-hmm. American one, so it's called Whereas the
Elementary.
British one, yeah, it's called Elementary. The British one is Sherlock.
Okay. I've heard that's okay, but still the British one is the best.
Yeah, the British one is the best.
I walked past it at JB Hi-Fi. I was there the other day, and they had 20% off DVDs. And
He didn't get it.
No, I just went with the rest of my life.
Oh,
I bought 2 seasons of The Simpsons and The Walking Dead.
Things you've already seen.
I haven't seen The Walking Dead, the recent season, and I haven't seen Office Space. I bought Office Space.
But Sherlock! Cucumbers.
In patches.
Anyway,
Yes.
Sherlock and Watson have a really cool relationship, and I think a lot of what it relies upon is the fact that Sherlock, he's more than just a genius.
Okay.
He's socially inept in the books and somewhat in the Robert Downey and Elementary, more so than the actual Sherlock TV series. He's a drug addict.
Yeah, he does have a bit of drugs in the Robert Downey Jr. film.
Yeah, in the books, probably more so than anything, I guess. And Elementary, the series that you touched on before with Lucy Liu, that's a huge element.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a former drug addict and everything. So
I might need to watch this Elementary.
I'm going to stab you if you don't watch the Sherlock one.
I've heard
but
Ben Cumberbatch is very
they
good.
do have a really cool relationship, and the way that they play off each other is with very dry humour, but they kind of loathe each other a lot of the time, but they also need each other, so...
Does Benedict Cumberbatch ever wear a false nose?
Not off the top of my head.
You wearing a false nose? No. It's my favourite line.
I know.
It's great.
Yeah.
Ah, so coming in number 3 is yours, mate.
Yes.
Think you used enough dynamite there, Butch?
Coming in at number 3 from the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, we've got Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the bicycle flight and the air. The future, no, you lousy bicycle. You
So-
don't remember that, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Burt
can't
Bacharach.
remember. Yeah, I can't remember what was the song.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
That's it, yeah.
He's riding a push bike.
They have a really cool relationship.
It's a bit of an interesting one, though.
Yeah, it's a bit
When it comes
weird.
to
They kind of share...
They share a woman.
But not... It's, yeah, very strange.
Very weird.
Strange relationship.
The ending is still pretty,
Brutal.
yeah.
Yeah.
pretty heartstringy, bromancy.
After they spend the entire movie on the run and just trying to save their own asses. Highly recommend, if you haven't seen this movie, go and watch it, because the relationship between these two characters... Essentially what this movie did was it created the bromance genre.
Yes.
So there's no reason it shouldn't be in the top 3, really.
Wasn't Butch the shooter? One of them was more of a shooter, and the other one was
Sundance Kid was more of a shooter, and Butch was like a
The wise-
tactician, wise man.
wise talker. Yeah. But it was a good movie. We had to watch that. We had to study that in school, and it was actually one of the films like, shit, I'm happy we're studying. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
So
And I'm happy to admit I hadn't seen it before then, and
Neither.
I thought it was going to be pretty shit.
it was awesome.
It was really cool.
We had that in the Untouchables. Oh, we should have.
And
Honorable mention. Dirty Harry
Dirty Harry, thanks.
and Maltese Falcon.
Maltese Falcon was, yeah.
I didn't mind it. Anyway, so that's number 2. It was a pretty good set of bromance, and they also, I think they had a gang as well, didn't they?
That was number 3.
Oh shit, was my bad. Number 3. They had a gang as well, didn't they?
Yes.
I can't remember what the gang was called.
The Sugar Hill Gang, no. I
What's
Can't
the
remember.
secret password? I said a hip hop to hippie. You may enter. So coming in at number 2, one of my personal favourites, and probably one of your personal favourites, is Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Han Solo. I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon. Chewie here tells me you're looking for passage to the Alderaan system.
Yes, indeed. If it's a fast ship.
Fast ship. You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. I've outrun Imperial starships. Not the local bulk cruisers, mind you. I'm talking about the big Carillion ships now. She's fast enough for you, old man.
Awesome relationship.
Yeah.
And that's what made episode 7 real
Heart-wrenching.
heart-wrenching, yeah.
So it's no secret when I saw episode 7, I did cry when Han got killed.
I think a lot of people did.
It's not only that,
because I'm not a little bitch. But
well, it's not only that. It's you grew up watching these characters who are best mates.
Then
Yeah.
you have to see them get torn apart.
it's not that. It's his son kills him, and his best mate watches it happen, and his best mate shoots his best mate's son. So that's pretty cool. But it was the great dynamic of like the first one. It's just Chewie's just sort of the walking carpet that followed Han. But in the second film, you had the whole character dynamic of Chewie was like trying to fix things. He was the mechanic, and Han was barking orders at him and running around and all that sort of stuff. So that was the cool sort of, no, this one goes here, that one goes there. Or, you know, they get hit by an asteroid and, tools fall on their head and shit. So it gave you that cool dynamic. Or when
they have a really cool relation, considering Chewbacca doesn't speak English, but somehow
Han understands him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Han speaks Wookiee. And so does Rey, surprisingly enough. She understands Wookiee.
Yeah.
So
they just have a really cool relationship.
We nearly got our... There was a story, we won't divulge into it too much, but we nearly got Han Solo Chewbacca tattoos.
Nearly. Missed it by
that much. Very close. Yeah, so Han Solo, Chewbacca, number 2, clearly on the bromance scale. And but we have some honourable mentions. Some
Just
of those
a few.
that people suggested, some of those that no one sadly voted for. But they deserve to be notified that no one loves them.
Yes. Ditram, do you want to run us through our list of honourable mentions?
Shall I go through them all, or...?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago from the Gears of War saga. Great bromance there.
It's guy love.
That's all it is. So clearly those two are best mates.
They've seen a lot in the wars and throughout their friendship.
Had Dominic's wife go missing, and Marcus helped him with that, and Dominic helped Marcus with his dad, so that was cool. We have Iron Man and War Machine, clearly from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the comics as well, which is Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark and Don Cheadle's James Rhodes? Rhodey? Give me back my Rhodey. So we've clearly got those two that are best mates. Sticking in that theme, we have Captain America, Steve Rogers, and James Buchanan Barnes, the Winter Soldier.
Bucky.
Really, really good dynamic. I think I'm looking forward to further films where you have Bucky isn't fucked by the sort of the Hydra aspect, and he's more of himself, and he's more talkative and stuff, rather than him just being broody and beating people up.
It's kind of like, alright, I'm over it now.
Yeah. Turn into your normal self, so you can have that on-screen dynamic.
Yeah.
We have one of your mates. I've never really played them, but we have Nathan Drake and Sully from the Uncharted series.
Yeah.
You can go into a bit
some of the brief storyline. Sully is an older gentleman who basically took Nathan Drake under his wing when he was just a young kind of kid, an orphan, and taught him the ways of being a shifty thief in Indiana Jones, essentially. Yeah. So they've got a really cool bromance relationship, but kind of in a father figure kind of way as well. Is it I think it's the third one or the fourth one that Sully's character gets killed or something, isn't it? I thought of one of the Uncharted games he dies or something. Kind of gets hinted at in the first one and the third one. So it happens a couple of times. And then our last of the honourable mentions is Goku and Krillin. So your mates.
My mates. Originally from Dragon Ball, Goku and Krillin, best mates, grow up together, train together, and then you have Dragon Ball Z where Goku just kicks the shit out of Krillin in relation to training, and they're still best mates. So you watch...
Remember when Krillin was able to fight?
Krillin can fight. He's the strongest human. Little known fact about Krillin.
Don't try and make him sound like he's useful.
No. Two cool facts about Krillin. He's the strongest human. One.
And he's still a weak-ass bitch compared to everyone else. Go on.
No. He's got one move.
He fell in love with a sex bot.
Nothing wrong with that. She's a babe. He's got one move that Goku has told him not to use because it's too dangerous. Destructo Disc.
Yeah.
It's one of the most powerful.
Doesn't he use it anyway?
He uses it 2 or 3 times in the entire series, I think. Only a couple times. And Goku has apparently told him, don't use it, it is too powerful. Because it doesn't matter how strong you are, if Majin Buu or some big baddie grabs it, they'll get cut in half, doesn't matter who grabs it. There you go. Little facts about Krillin. And he has a nose, he actually has a nose. Doesn't look like he does, but he has a nose. Anyway. That's our honourable mentions. Ian, would you like to do?
Our number one.
Your number one.
Our number one.
Who came in first?
Coming in at third place in our top bromances of all time, with a
very large margin.
Very large margin. Overwhelming margin. We have...
Ask him. JD, Turk wants to ask you something, and it would mean a lot to the both of us if you said yes.
Oh my God, would I have a threesome with Turk and Carla? Well, it's certainly flattering, and I don't think they'd tell anyone.
Will you be my best man? Huh?
I mean, yeah! Of course!
Hell yeah, you will!
Thank you
Come
so
on,
much!
buddy, yeah!
So is this like the best moment you guys have ever had?
A decoder ring. Turk! What? It finally happened.
A double prizer?
That was awesome.
You guys realize you're doctors, right?
Double secret decoder ring wearing doctors.
Activate! Form of an ice menorah.
Turk and JD from Scrubs.
Those of you who haven't watched Scrubs, seasons, I think it's 1 to 8, are very good. Don't watch season 9.
They have a really cool relationship there.
Yeah.
It borders on homosexual, but it's awesome.
Well, yeah, I think this time last year I was in a JB and saw the whole set for $50 and just went, you're not going to buy it. Came in a box and everything. We binge watched the whole series, and it's just like, my fiance just goes, this is you, and this is me and you.
Yeah. I see a lot of similarities in our interactions. A lot of people think that you and I have a more than friend relationship, which...
I don't blame them. we're attractive young men.
Yeah. You just, yes.
With your Ugg boots and your no pants on.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so they clearly come in at number 1. I think it was the characters started off sharing a dorm room in medical school, and there's multiple occasions where Turk would hang out with his other friends, and I think it was a Halloween party where JD went dressed in blackface and Turk went dressed in whiteface. But when they went to the front door, Turk got distracted by a girl and walked off. So they opened the door to see JD dressed in blackface, and they beat the shit out of him. So there's clearly a lot of relationship there, especially I think they live together for majority of the show. And then when JD moves out, Turk's over every night. And there's one episode where I think JD can't afford an alarm system, so he gets a keyboard doormat. So when you walk, it just and he's sleeping in the middle of the night, and he's texted Turk that he has cookies on the counter, and you hear and it's Turk, get the hell out of here. And there's just Turk sitting on a park bench eating cookies, going, these are my fucking cookies. Such a good show, clearly coming in at number 1, and they've just got the greatest bromance song as well of all time.
They have a really great bromance song, which...
Let's face the facts about me and you. A love. Though I'm proud to call you Chocolate Bear, the crowd will always talk and stare.
And that's why 'cause this bear to hide
and explain our guy love. That's all it is. Guy love. He's mine, I'm his. There's nothing gay about it in our eyes. Thing we share, and he tenderly replies. Between two guys. That's why our matching bracelets say Turk and JD. You're the only man who's ever been inside of me.
Whoa, I just took out his appendix.
There's no need to clarify.
Oh no.
Just let it grow more and more each day. It's like I buried my best friend. Let's go! It's guy love. Don't compromise the feeling of some other day. there to care through all the lows. I'll be there to share the highs. It's guy love between two guys. And when I say I love you, Turk, it's not what it implies. It's guy love between two guys.
No hands.
We'll edit it in.
Yeah.
It'll be our first dance at my wedding. Now to have the groom of the best man's first dance.
And I'll just look at your fiance and be, bitch, you can wait. But yes, that's our top 10.
Yes, top
greatest bromances of all time. We hope you enjoyed our bromance week.
If there's a bromance you think we missed,
let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah. And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, give us a share, give us a like, give us a comment, tell us any ideas that you have.
Give us a review.
Give us a review.
Yeah. Where can they find us, Ian?
They can find us on Instagram.
Yes.
At shaken_not_nerd_pod.
Yes, they can.
And they can find us on
the Facebooks.
The Facebooks, which is Shaken Not Nerd. And they can find us on our Twitter.
Which is Shaken Not Nerd.
Yeah.
Which is all one word. That's not the whole thing, it's just Shaken Not Nerd as a bundle. No spaces or anything.
You'll find us.
Ian charges the Facebook, I charge the Twitter.
Yes. Occasionally we
tend to fuck around on each other's things.
Yeah, just to fuck with each other.
Did you put up this video of a cat sneezing in flour? No.
What was it I put on the Twitter? And that you didn't.
Oh, you put a fucking minion gif up randomly. Just a minion smiling
just
away.
For the sake of it. Hello.
And then I put up Bello. Did you see the video I put up today? It was the superheroes reacting to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, just attacking each other's shit.
Yeah. Yes, if you've got a suggestion for the show, you can hit us up there. We're also on Twitter separately. Ian is...
iJohnson92.
Yes. And I am Dudi Dutram on Twitter. Have you got any suggestions? Hit us up.
Yes. We'd love to hear from you.
We've got some upcoming episodes, possible guests,
without
giving anything away, and possible guests, plural. So yeah, keep an eye out, keep an ear out for those as well. They'll be sure to shake things up. Pun intended.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Alright, that just about wraps up our week 14, our bromance week. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yes, next week for, I don't know what the theme will be, but I'm sure you'll find out in a couple days after this is released.
When we make up our mind. And as always, we want to thank you all for joining in and voting in our poll. We want to thank Tom Commons for his
designs. Yeah. Still rocking. People are still really liking them.
Yeah, and thank you for all the other podcasts out there that keep giving us some retweets.
Bit of retweets, bit of like, bit of love.
Bit of love in our bromance week, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you next week. I've been Ian Johnson.
And I've been Dudi Dutram.
Catch you on the flippity dippity.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What is love? What is this longing in our hearts for togetherness? Is it not the sweetest flower? Does not this flower of love have the fragrant aroma of fine, fine diamonds? Does not the wind love the dirt? Is not love not unlike the unlikely knot it is unlikened to? Are you with someone tonight? Do not question your love. Take your lover by the hand. Release the power within yourself. You heard me, release the power. Tame the wild cosmos with a whisper. Conquer heaven with one intimate caress. That's right, don't be shy. Whip out everything you got and do it in the butt. By Leon Phelps.
Wait. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily. Shake it over rice and then add a thin slice of lemon.
Shaken or stirred?
Do I look like I give a damn?